Hi Scorpio, welcome to your July 2020 Astrology 3030 bonus love reading. Thank you to those of you who have liked, viewed, shared, subscribed, and donated to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you interested in booking a personal reading with me, just check out the description of the video for more details there. As far as what's in front of us, this is why I call the bridge and the gap spread, and the way it works is the cards on the left side represent your energy toward the connection with your main love interest. The cards on the right side represent their energy toward the connection. These are the past energies, present energies, future energies. Once we get through those, we'll actually pull some oracle cards for some additional insight. That's where the bridging the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Tarot of Sexual Magic. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so if you feel more like the cards on the right side sound more like your energy, then definitely trust that, but I will be referring to the cards on the left side as your energy. Alright, so with all that said, past energy on your side, we have the Seven of Staves. So this is actually the equivalent of the Seven of Wands in traditional tarot, which is Leo energy. So what this could just be saying is maybe this was someone who you might have felt like they came on a bit too strong. Maybe they were trying to move a bit too fast in a connection. Another way it could play out is if you guys already had a history where you might have been together, they might have accused you of some things. And if that's the case, looks like you were able to successfully defend yourself in that regard, but that's what I'm feeling there. The past energy on their side, we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Devil. So interesting energies here. This is actually the court card for Capricorn. This is actually the court card for Virgo. And then this is actually the major arcana card for Capricorn. So a couple of Capricorn energies here. So for some of you, again, it could be one of those things where, like I said, maybe they were trying to move a bit too fast into a serious connection for some of you. And others of you, they actually might have been trying to give you that vibe that they wanted something more serious, but really they might have just been trying to get in your pants, quite frankly, with the devil energy there. But I'm not really picking up on that for most of you. What I feel like this could be saying here is that, they might have actually found you a bit difficult to get through to. So, I feel like they might have made an offer, you might have rejected it, and they just might have been persistent, though. That's what the devil card could be pointing to in this regard. It could just be saying that they might have been very persistent. You might have rejected them, you might have really kind of given them a cold shoulder, blown them off, right? But then this could just be saying that they could have just kept persistently trying to come back around and really trying to get with you. So that's what I see there. And the present position on your side, we have the Ten of Cups, the Two of Arrows, and the Ten of Arrows. So, polar opposite energies, really. But really, with the Two of Arrows being in the middle here, I feel like this is where you guys are at with the situation right now. Like, on the one hand, I feel like this is one of those things where you're either all in or all out, and that's what you're trying to decide right now, which is interesting. It seems like a bit extreme, right? But in a way, that's how you guys have a reputation for being anyway, right? Like, you're either all in with something or you're not going to even involve yourself at all. But with that Ten of Cups energy, it's like, on the one hand, I feel like you can see a future with this person, and you think that you can actually have a long-term commitment with them. But with that Two of Arrows, on the other hand, you feel like, yeah, or maybe I should just cut the whole situation off altogether. And in a more positive way, this could be playing out, though. It could just be saying that maybe if you've been trapped in your head about making a decision as to whether or not to pursue something with them, that could just be saying that this month you might actually finally get that finality and be able to move past out of just being stuck in your head about the situation and actually moving forward with it. And if that's the case, you guys are going to have that full moon eclipse in your third house communication, which is also Capricorn, actually. So that could be what that's pointing to as well. So I feel like as far as the timeline, it might be when that full moon energy hits, which is around the 5th of July. Especially since this is in the present position. There we go. Mercury is retrograde. Hello. Present energy on their side, we have the Queen of Chalices. So this is actually Cancer energy here. What I feel like this is pointing to, well, for one, obviously we have a lot of Cancer energy right now going on. Obviously, the sun's there. Like we said, we do have that Mercury retrograde as well. But what I feel like this is saying more than anything could just be saying that this is them softening up their approach now. So, like I said, whatever the case was with the past energy, like I said, whether they were coming on too strong or accusing you of something, or just being really persistent and maybe moving a bit faster than you would have liked, with this showing up here in the present, I feel like this is saying that they could be softening their energy a little bit, trying to approach you in a bit more of an emotional way, maybe being a bit more open and vulnerable with you, where maybe they weren't doing that in the past. That's what I'm seeing there. And the future energy on your side, we have the Five of Staves. So more Leo energy here, which for you guys is your 10th house. So another way this could be playing out too, it could even be someone that maybe you work with. So maybe there's an attraction there, but maybe you're like, yeah, I don't know if I want to go down that road with this person, right? Like it could make things awkward, which is totally understandable. That's definitely the case when you're dealing with someone in the workplace. But for others of you, this could just point to, again, maybe when we get into Leo season, especially that this is the future position, this representing the first 10 degrees of Leo. This could just be saying that once the sun moves into Leo, you guys might get into another argument. Or if this was actually a situation where you've been trying to decide between two people, it looks like you might actually make that decision this month as well. Future energy on their side, we have the Queen of Swords. So, interestingly, we have three Queen energies here, which are cardinal, but they're also feminine. And, we didn't get much of a feminine vibe in the past position, especially with that Devil card there. But, I feel like this is them now. Maybe they're just, again, maybe they feel like you're just a bit hard to get through to in some way. Maybe they feel like, no matter what approach they've taken with you, maybe they feel like it hasn't really worked out. And especially we could see that with that Five of Staves energy. So it could just be them rethinking their approach. I do feel like they do want balance in the situation, but they just might be a bit stuck as to how to get there. Uh, and for some of you, it could even be that energy you're giving them. Like if you are blowing them off, that might actually be a turn on to them. If we look at the way she's looking at that character there, like they have like that militant type look in the artwork, and then she kind of looks like she's into that. You know what I mean? So that could be how that energy is playing out with you guys as well. Bottom of the deck on your side, we have Illusion. So this is the equivalent of the Moon card. So if this is just saying that, maybe this is all around the fact that you feel like you're not seeing the situation clearly. Maybe that full moon eclipse will bring some more clarity to you. That could be what that's pointing to there. And maybe this is just saying that you might have an issue trusting them as well, especially given that this is Libra energy here, and Libra is your 12th house. So that could just be one of those things where maybe this whole thing hasn't gotten off the ground in a healthy way because you feel like you can't trust them. And bottom of the deck on their side is the Ace of Pentacles. So, like I said, it does seem like they do want something stable with you. It could have just been maybe their approach was all wrong in the past, but at least it looks like that's what's on their mind, that they actually do want to get something off the ground with you. But again, whether they actually succeed or not, I'm not sure. I'm looking at the spread, but hopefully that resonated with you guys. So next we'll see if we could get some oracle messages. First we'll see if we get anything from the Mystic Moon Oracle deck here. And I did pre-shuffle this deck. And what I'm going to be looking for is just some jumpers. First I'll be looking for unspoken messages from you to them, and then from them to you. And if I shuffle for a while and nothing comes up, I just take that as a sign to move on to the next deck, since it's just a general reading, but we'll see if we get anything. So like I said, first we're looking for unspoken messages from you to them. Okay, nothing coming up there. So next we'll see if we get any unspoken messages from them to you. Oh, almost had one there. Okay, nothing coming up here either, but I'll give it a few more shuffles. Alright, nothing there. So we'll move on to the Wisdom of the Oracle deck next. And same situation here, I did pre-shuffle this deck, but here I'm just looking for one card, then we'll wrap up. Alright, nothing coming up yet, but worst case with this deck, I will pull a random card if need be, because I do like to get one card at least from this deck and then wrap up. Alright, yeah, so let me just put the deck down. And we'll just pull random cards. Give me a second. Alright, and let's see. Alright, we have Treasure Island. There's the artwork, and the number is 9. Okay, it says the law of attraction bringing dreams into fruition, the result of positive thinking made manifest, abundance appearing as if from nowhere, financial gains, and the sharing of good fortune. The oracle's message: you've worked hard and acted upon your unwavering belief in abundance, and suddenly, in the midst of it all, you hit the jackpot. You have uncovered the map of buried treasure and tapped the unlimited potential within you. What you must hone now is your ability to recognize when X marks the spot, because some of these golden opportunities may be obvious, but others may not be so readily apparent. Trust your intuition to light your way now, as you enter this truly prosperous phase where all the long, hard work navigating your inner life is now paying off externally. In all aspects of your life at this time, you have good fortune. Don't forget to enjoy it and share it with others, as treasure shared multiplies like magic. So it's an interesting message today. When I was reading it, I was thinking back to, I don't think it was your July general reading, it might have been your June one, but I had a reading for you guys that was titled Subconscious Manifestations, and that made me think of that Ten of Cups and then the Ten of Swords being on the flip side of that, with the Two of Swords in between. So it could just be saying in that regard too, to just keep an eye out for your thoughts, because you might actually turn things a certain way depending on how your thoughts are. The relationship message says your relationship is a treasure, providing even more than you need, but you may not see that right now. No matter how long you've been together, you and your partner are always discovering hidden gems about yourselves and each other. Now is a time of discovery. It's as if everything is in sync and everything is new again. Romance blooms and love is in the air. You can be assured that this partnership will bring you great gifts and valuable lessons. Keep your heart open. The message of this card is to celebrate love and what it teaches you. Alright, so hopefully that message resonated with you guys, and I will actually read the protection message as well, since you didn't get anything from the first deck. And that says, poverty consciousness and a sense of not enough cast a shadow on your path. These ideas and core beliefs come with a high cost. Do you really want to proclaim yourself a victim of disappointment and failed expectations? Are you avoiding success because you will grow so tall that others will want to cut you down? Or is it possible that you're caught in a fear that you will lose what you had acquired, so you hold on so tight that you miss the opportunities to expand? You are challenged to change the way you see the world and move from a perception of limitations to a perception of abundance. Take a risk, for you have nothing to lose except your confinement in a prison of your own making. Open the door and find the abundance waiting for you to claim. All right, so hopefully that resonated with you guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you guys next month. All right, bye.